is going to get me in trouble, but like everyone is on it. Everyone you love. If I'm in trouble, so is everyone ever. I'm taking everyone down with me.
Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we are going to be talking about Tana Mongeau. I don't know how to say her last name.
Simply Tana Mongeau. Tana Mongeau.
But Tana, she recently made this TikTok right here, which I think is quite eye-opening and very, very interesting for a lot of reasons. But she is talking about her recent use with a GLP-1 and her experience on it. And I feel like she is quite open and honest about her experience, which has definitely ruffled a lot of feathers, and a lot of people have had certain things to say. But I do feel that she is pretty honest and like more open than I think a lot of other people would be in this, the situation that she's in. I don't know if it's because, I think it's because she really has nothing to lose. She's been canceled like I don't even know how many times at this point. She just doesn't seem to really care what other people think as far as what they're going to say about the situation. I just think it's very interesting hearing her mindset as far as being on a GLP-1 is concerned, because it is very, very, very different than what you will see most people talking about online with GLP-1. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch it.
Societally acceptable for me as an influencer yet to say that I'm on Manjaro. Like, it's this weird taboo thing still. I go with it so hard because I'm always so dead honest with you guys. And like I go into my Manjaro office every week in Beverly Hills when I decide that I want to get on it, which is very rarely. We'll get into that. And every single week I see a celebrity or influencer that you know and love, I know and love in the office. And it's so funny because they always see me and it's like a deer in headlights. Like they're like, that's the bitch with the podcast, Now, not so much anymore, but like they're scared. They like don't want me to expose them because it's like the only thing that people get there, And if I ever post a story in the doctor's office, everyone's like replying to my story like, oh my God, you go there, I go there too, right? And it's like everyone is on it. And I feel like such a fraud and a sham if I'm not like, I shot up last week,
So I think that it's tough when you are, there are two different types of, there's lots of different types of people, but when I look at like a Manjaro GLP-1 type of situation, there's two different types of people in my brain, right? There is just the person that is doing it, and they are doing it for their own reasons, and they have their own reasons for doing it or whatever. And then there is someone that is in the professional or in the public eye, and they have a lot of people that look up to them, that are looking at them for whatever, whether they're an influencer, they're an actual celebrity, whatever it is, right? They are in the public eye. And I do feel to an extent that you owe people an explanation, especially if you are someone that is like losing weight super quickly, like out of nowhere, and people are asking questions. To not disclose that feels wrong to me. And I know people are like, well, no one is owed information about people's public or people's private, things that they're doing in private. Yes, but I feel like when we're talking about weight loss specifically, especially if you are someone that your weight has been a problem for you or you've struggled with or whatever, or you're just losing like a significant amount of weight in no time at all, I feel like it is, in my opinion, it's just the right thing to do, to be like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and not hide it. Because I feel like if you are feeling that you need to hide something that you are doing, that's something that you should be looking into, whether or not you should be doing it, right? Because I feel like usually if you feel the need to hide something, it's because somewhere deep down you yourself feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or this is not something I would want my daughter to be doing. This is not something that I would want my younger siblings to know that I'm doing, or something like that. And if that's the case, that's something that I think each person should look into for themselves. But I find that to be very interesting.
No. The problem with me is I genuinely cannot decide if I love it or I hate it. Like, this is a real article about a real quote from me that like, that's a real quote from me.
So that's really interesting. I was looking into this, and this is like from a similar type of thing, right? So she had been on Manjaro before. She had been on GLP-1s before, and she says that she hated it, and it was like a terrible experience. She doesn't want anyone doing it, right? And so she goes on to say, detailing her experience in the new episode on her podcast, the influencer revealed that she had been able to lose 6 pounds in just 2 days while on Mounjaro, but felt victim to some pretty nauseating side effects. So I shot up Mounjaro. The content creator began going on to reveal that she'd been left feeling extremely nauseous. And this is the biggest public service announcement to the whole wide world to never, ever do it. I have been dying this week. Like dying, like crawling on the floor. Mongeau, whatever, then explained that she'd been forced to take prescription anti-sickness medication Zofran every day in order to manage the side effects, and had been sleeping for 12 hours at a time. So she previously had in her experience, a very terrible experience on these medications, but she is still going back to it, right? Which I think is very, very interesting.
And now I'm back on it. So it's like, you hypocrite. But it's like a toxic boyfriend, I swear. I just can't. I just suck at knowing that there are quick fixes for things. Like, I wanted to go to Australia and dip cheese in cheese with cheese on top of the cheese. And then I came home and all of my favorite jeans didn't fit me. And unfortunately, I know, and everyone in LA knows, that I can go to this place in Beverly Hills and then all my jeans fit again. And
that right there, that is, in my opinion, like the smoking gun that no one ever talks about, especially online. The fact that there are so many people that are getting these GLP-1 medications from places that, in my opinion, maybe shouldn't be giving them out like candy, right? There are so many people abusing it. And no one brings it up. When you talk about it, people are like, well, you just hate fat people. You just hate talking about this, right? And this actually brings up this thread, tweet, whatever you want to call it, from Sohi Fit, which is a pretty popular content creator in the fitness space. And so she, a few days ago, went on kind of like a little bit of a rant. So this first one, right? Selling GLP-1s to those who are already thin and don't actually meet any of the criteria to take GLP-1s is highly unethical, right? So that was the first one. But then I saw this one and I was like, this is how I feel. And it feels like whenever I talk about GLP-1s, people just say, well, you just hate fat people and you just want people to stay fat. And I'm like, dude, I feel like there can be two things that are happening at once, right? And this thread perfectly exemplifies it, right? GLP-1s absolutely have benefit and can be life-changing for many. And there are way too many people taking it who have no business doing so. Both can be true. And that is genuinely exactly how I feel. And more than that, the fact that they are becoming so popular where you go on, watch a TV show, you watch a streaming service that has ads, right? And at least for me, every single time, GLP-1 ad, every ad break, every single time, that does not seem normal to me. It's gotten to a point where it's so saturated. It feels like every single person I talk to, when weight loss is mentioned, GLP-1 is brought up. Every single person, everyone is talking about it. Everyone knows what these are, to a point where it just doesn't feel normal. It just doesn't feel normal. But let's keep going on this one.
sucks because right now I just ate rice cakes. Honestly, I really like the everything bagel flavor ones. I really do. They're good.
I'm a fan of rice cakes. The caramel ones, like the chocolatey and like sweet ones, I really like. And then the everything one's pretty good too.
But still, rice cakes. And I feel like I had Thanksgiving dinner twice.
That right there is so important because, yes, there are plenty of people that, the food noise, it helps with the food noise. But then there are also plenty of people that I believe, in my opinion, okay, this is my opinion, that are using these medications to basically facilitate an ED, right? And it's like celebrated right now. Anyone that is taking a GLP-1, so much of the stuff you see online is like, yeah, go for it. Do your thing. That's great for you. I'm glad you're doing what you need to do. And it's like, bro, 3 rice cakes and you feel like you're going to barf because you feel like you ate so much. That is not healthy. Like, that is one of the biggest problems with, in my opinion, GLP-1s, especially people that are using them that don't need them. It's not teaching you any healthy habits. It's not, you are eating less calories, yes, but you are also eating basically no nutrients. It's just, I've said all this a million times, but it's just so interesting and honestly refreshing for me to see someone just be actually honest about why they are on a GLP-1 and the reason that they're actually interested in taking it, right?
like this, it can't be good. And then now I go back to like, I never want to go on it again. I'm getting off of it. Like, this is so weird. I ate rice cakes and I feel like I ate the entire Arby's menu. I feel how I feel after I have like 4 Crunch Wraps in bed. Like, I hurt. But like, also, I'm never going to be like an aloe gym girl. I don't know. I'm trying tomorrow. I'm doing Pilates tomorrow. But like, because I want to do it the healthy way. It's just like having a quick fix dangling before you like a carrot is just so hard sometimes not.
Dude, it is so interesting to hear her herself call it a quick fix, right? For the position that she is in. Because again, and I know people aren't going to believe me, but I do believe that there are plenty of people that this is basically necessary for them to be able to lose weight, right? But the majority of the people that I'm talking about when I'm speaking on that are, have have hundreds of pounds to lose, and like their weight has been something that they've struggled with for their whole life, right? We all know that, right? But then when we're talking about these influencer types and people that are just using it to lose 10, 15 pounds, a lot of them, in my opinion, are using it like this as a quick fix, right? As a way to just not have to do the thing, like not have to be healthy, right? Just to be thin. And we know, at least I feel, that just because you are thin, that does not mean you are healthy. It doesn't, right? Like, yes, you can't be like the extremes, right? You can't be severely thin, right? We know that, but then the same thing, right? You can't be severely obese and be healthy, especially long term, right? But so many people, they just feel that losing weight is the goal, and really the goal should be finding healthy habits that work for you, that you can maintain long term, right? And if a GLP-1 starts turning into just a crutch that you are using and something that you are using that makes it just easy for you to maintain a weight, but you're not doing any of the things that go along with that, I really do believe that that is going to cause so much pain for the people that end up, in my opinion, abusing these medications, right? And that is dangerous, and that is something that should be talked about. And as funny as it is that maybe Tana is bringing this up, it is important that it is brought up, because I feel like the conversation right now is that if you have any negative things to say at all about GLP-1, you are just like treated like you're some terrible person that just wants, that just wants people to stay fat or something. It's bizarre.
To fold. And again, I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble, but like everyone is on it. Everyone you love. If I'm in trouble, so is everyone ever. I'm taking everyone down with me. And I just keep seeing that article circulating and I'm like, you hypocrite. You hypocrite. But then also there's like Ozempic vulva. And like, I don't want that. Like this, I have.
I don't know what that is. So if you guys want to let me know down in the comment section what that is, please feel free. I am not going to search that up. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
I have to get off of it, but I just had to tell you that I'm on it this week. Okay. And honestly, it's so sad missing the dopamine of food. Like all I want to do is have like a hot and spicy McChicken dipped in buffalo sauce and feel joy.
So that is the post that I wanted to go over. I just thought that it was so interesting seeing someone be very honest about their experience on these medications and the side effects that they have felt and just how it feels to be on it for them. Again, I understand everyone is different. I would assume that people that are on, and I'm sure, I know that a lot of you guys that watch my videos have taken it or on it right now, that genuinely do feel like you need it, and it is something that, has been life-changing for you, and that's great. I'm happy for you. I really am. I would assume that people that are in that position are not super stoked about how it's being treated, especially in the influencer Hollywood space, right? The influencer verse, right? Like the way that people are, in my opinion, abusing this medication. So I would love to know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.